All right, let's talk about your contact us call to action on your website. Now, if you're lucky, if you're like one of the super awesome ones, you actually have the words contact us written in a button in the top right corner of your website. And if you do have that, way to go. More often than not, I go to people's websites that are B2B businesses and they've put that, like the actual job of the website, they've put it down in the footer or they've hidden it in a paragraph or something like that. And there's a few problems with this as a whole. One, you want to make it very clear to people who are coming to your website what their next step is. And two, a contact us button makes the customer do all of the work. They literally have to stare at a blank message field and figure out, all right, what should I tell this person and what is the next step? And if you could imagine, this would be the world's worst salesperson. A salesperson that never asked for the sale, that didn't start the conversation or ask any questions, but just kind of sat there and said, you want to talk to me? Quietly. Terrible salesperson, right? Okay, so let's look at a few examples of bad call to action buttons. Then I'm going to tell you ones that are awesome for B2B businesses, and then I'll show you an example of one of these that we did for our client. So first, bad call to action buttons. This would be contact us. We covered that one. Learn more. That would be another one where it's very, very abstract. It's very soft. What are you going to learn about? There's no directive action there. Explore. Why start? Do you see how all of these are very soft, non-direct language where people don't know what's going to happen? So in your business, 9 times out of 10, you are going to start the whole conversation, whether it is a 6-figure or 7-figure or 8-figure engagement. All things start with a 15-minute call. I've been blown away by this. The same is true for our industry. And typically the 15-minute call leads to a 1-hour call or something longer. And that's kind of up to you to determine, how you want to present that on your website. But either way, a call to action button that would be great in this market are these. So you can put schedule a meeting. That's nice and direct, and that's where this road is leading. You can do request an appointment. So this is typically for a little bit loftier, more fancy businesses. You'll do request an appointment is a great option. Speak with an expert, speak with a lawyer, speak with an IT expert, speak with a marketing expert. That's a great way to also kind of package that 15-minute call and be more direct about it. You can also say start a project. And if you make that the big, bold button on the top right corner of your website, and then it leads to something where someone schedules a 15-minute call, that's still true, but start a project. Or get a quote. All of those. How is someone going to get a quote? If you're awesome, you'll develop some sort of a form that someone could autofill or something like that. But if not, you're probably going to get a quote with what? A 15-minute call. But it's very important to have this button for 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is it creates clarity around what's the next step. You're not making your customer's brain work hard to figure out how do I do business with you. The other reason is it subconsciously implies success. So if you have a giant start a project button on there that no one ever clicks because you know that, really this is going to happen more word of mouth, doesn't matter. If you have that button there, what it subconsciously implies to every single person who comes to your website is that you are open for business. There is a cash register. Could you imagine walking into a store and there's no cash register? So you've walked in and you've bought you're holding, a hot dog and you're looking around for how do I buy the hot dog, and there's no cash register. There's no attendant. This is what happens when you have a generic contact us button. And lastly, it's going to increase your results you see from your website. It's amazing how often this has happened when you have a clear next step for people to take. It dramatically increases the likelihood that people will take that step. So here's a quick example of a customer or a client of ours that we did this for. This was their website before. And if you look at it, you can see in the top right there, what do we have? We have contact us. It doesn't jump out, and there's really not anything else to do. It's phenomenally confusing of what is the next step that someone should take on this website. We were able to work with them, and we created this website. They're a flooring distributor. And so can anyone guess what the next thing they want you to do on this website? What's the very next best step? Obviously, place an order. So there you go. Kill your contact us button and your website results will improve.